Hey guys, it's John from CAD Space, and today what I want to talk to you about is the Weldments module in SOLIDWORKS. So first of all, I'm just going to start a new part, and I want to open a sketch on the top plane. I'm going to draw the base structure of my part and assign a couple dimensions. So for the width, I'll make this 2500, and for the height here, I'll make it the width divided by 3 as an equation using the equal sign. Finally, I'll just put in one last little sketch over here, and that's going to be the railing for my weldment, which we'll take a look at in just a moment. And I'm going to set this distance to always be this 2500 over here divided by 13 as an equation again. So that's looking pretty good. Now I want to go to the Weldments tab and insert a structural member. So I've got my different standards here. I'm just going to go ISO. I've got my different types of weldments. In this case, I'm just going to go for a bit of rectangular tube. And I can select my size from this drop-down menu here. We'll just go 50 by 30 by 2.6. Then we've got the option to select some groups. So I'm just going to start selecting the edges over here. 2, 3, and 4. And if we take a look over here on the left, we can see that we've got different corner treatments. So if I zoom into one of these corners here, you can see the first option, it's set to miter, end miter. We've also got end butt and end butt 2, and that's just going to change the orientation of our corner treatment. But for this scenario, we're just going to go for an end miter. I'll go ahead and click OK to confirm that, and we'll open up one extra structural member, and this time I'm going to select ISO as the standard again, and I'll go for pipe. I'll go for 33.7 by 4, and I'm just going to select that line that I placed in earlier. Go ahead and click OK to confirm that. So if I zoom in here and select this structural member, you can see it's sort of intersecting the model. So that's not the intent we want for this design. What I'm going to do is select this trim extend tool under the Weldments tab, select this body to be trimmed, and I want to trim it about this face here. I'll rotate it, and this face here. So we can see that it's going to keep the middle body and discard these two extra segments that were intersecting the model. We'll go ahead and click OK to confirm that. So finally, I'm just going to show my dimensions over here. And what I want to do is pattern this so I've got a few railings going down here like so. So I'll go to the Features tab, I'll select Linear Pattern, I'll select one of these edges for my direction. For the spacing, I'm just going to make that equal to this spacing here, so whenever that modifies, it'll also get changed for the pattern as well. And for the number of instances, I'll set that to 12. I want to pattern bodies, and in this case I'm going to select this trim extend body here, or this bit of pipe that I put in earlier, and that's going to pattern my bodies along this line here. So that's looking pretty good. So now what I can do with this is insert it into a new drawing. So I'll just come up here to File, Make Drawing from Part. It's asking me to save it, so I'm just going to go ahead and save that on my desktop. I'll call it Weldment Structure. And I can start my new drawing. I'm just going to go ahead and click on the View Layout tab and select Standard 3 View. Select the tick to confirm, and I might add a few dimensions onto this drawing layout that I've got here. So I'll dimension the spacing, the height and width. And what I can also do is insert an isometric view over here on my view palette. I'll go ahead and select that, and for the display style I want to select a shaded with edges display style. Similarly, I'll just select this view down the bottom here, and I'll select a wireframe or hidden lines visible display style. We'll go with this one for now, just so we can sort of expose that bit of pipe that I put in earlier. I'll also go for a detail view. I'll just mouse over to wake up the center point here, drag out a detailed view, and place that down here like so. So finally what I want to do is add a cut list. So to do so I'll go to the Annotations tab, click on the Tables button, and insert a weldment cut list. Select the view I want to make the cut list from, in this case this drawing view here, and select my table template, which is already selected as a favorite. I'll click OK to confirm and snap that to the edge over here. So this table works just like in Excel. If I right click, go insert column to the right, I can insert some custom properties or cut list item properties from the drop down here, for example material or the different angles. So I'll just select material in this case, click OK. You can see that no material has been specified, so I'll just jump back into the model real quick by clicking on this view here and opening the part. I'll right click, assign a random material, for example 1060 alloy, and that should dynamically push across to my weldment cut list table. Finally, I just want to show you that if I make some modifications to this dimension here, for example bump that up to 3000, do a quick rebuild up here, and jump back into the model, you can see because I applied all of those equations in earlier, any changes to my design will be propagated through automatically. So that's a quick introduction to weldments with John from CADspace, and thank you for watching.